Every minute, globally, over 1 million plastic bottles are being sold, used, and discarded. My goal is to reduce that. My name is Ali Stoddard, and for my CEL 10 Capstone project, I created a company called Gulp Hydration. My company aims to reduce plastic bottle waste and usage because plastic bottles take over 450 years to completely degrade, which is extremely harmful for the earth. Gulp Hydration will consist of a vending machine that sells purified and mineral water that people can buy and fill their own reusable water bottles up with. The consumer will be able to pay directly from their phone, so it is extremely easy for them to use. And throughout the course of the semester, I've successfully created a working prototype of the water dispenser. Here's a demonstration.
Action. Here's a demonstration of Gulp Hydration prototype. First, the consumer will walk up and tap their phone for a Square payment. Right now, we are using Alexa because our Square is not fully connected. So Alexa will trigger an if, then, this, that statement, which will then be able to connect to the sensor. So if I say, Alexa, trigger vend water on, you can then place your water in front of the sensor and water will dispense. We can adjust the time of the water dispenser, and if I take my cup away, it should stop. And then you have clean water to enjoy. So this is the back of my prototype right now. This is a pressurized water bottle that will in the future be our reverse osmosis system. This is our water valve, which turns the water on and off. And then below, here's our circuit board that is coded in Arduino. And here's our sensor that detects if the water bottle is in front of it. So how it works is we have a MQTT server that is connected, and that's like our Wi-Fi. And we also have a cloud service called Adafruit. So our Square, or in this case Alexa, would send our data to Adafruit, which can talk to our board and trigger the sensor. And that, once the water is in front of it, there's a loop that the water will dispense for 10 seconds or until the bottle is removed from the sensor, which can be changed in the future if we need to. And our Square is not fully set up right now due to technical difficulties, but for some reason it works when our school store, something has a purchase, our water goes off. So we're not quite sure. We'll figure that out in the future.
This is the original design of my logo that is attached to the front of my prototype. It says Gulp Hydration, a sustainable way to quench your thirst. I designed this logo and came up with a simple slogan to get at the essence of a more sustainable way to hydrate your body. The logo is made out of plexiglass that has been laser cut, and I then used double-sided tape to adhere to the specific colors I wanted and stuck it to the front of my prototype. In the future, I would also like to have some simple instructions so the consumer understands exactly how the vending machine works. And I would also like to insert lights next to the instructions so the consumer knows when their payment is complete and they can insert their water bottle. I'm targeting people who care about the environment and need to stay hydrated. I would first specifically like to market to people who work out outside in the woods and just love to be outside in general, especially to where people don't have regular access to water. Instead of people going to a convenience store after working out to buy a water or a sports drink like Gatorade, they can use their own water and buy a drink right when they are done. In the future, I want to add electrolytes and healthy energy powders people can choose to add into their water as a supplement if they want right after a workout. I also want to target people commuting in big cities. People commute are in a rush from place to place and don't often have a clean, reliable water source besides buying plastic bottles. My company will provide a better option and allow people to quickly purchase water to keep them hydrated without hurting the environment and can be located in many different places around the US. To take this project into the real world, I will need to design a larger prototype that can store more water and is resistant to the outdoors. I plan to use a reverse osmosis filtration so that I can hook up my machine to any place that connects to the water lines. I will be able to turn dirty city water into clean water people can drink. I will also need to purchase a Wi-Fi hotspot around where I plan to set up my machine so that my code can connect with my payment options. I will also need to find sponsors in order to gain enough money to make another successful prototype that can be implemented in the real world. Originally, our plan was to use the Square payment to complete, my prototype that I have now, but they require a minimum payment of $1 transactions. I'll have to figure out another online payment option where I can charge 75 cents for water, and then we'll increase the price as supplements are added. Right now, outside in the real world in convenience stores, regular water bottles average for $1.29. So my company has good value and consumers will save money buying my water as opposed to spending it on plastic bottles. They also can drink more water because they choose to fill up their own water bottle while saving the environment. In the future, I would also like to expand and not only just sell water, but also reusable plastic bottles. So if someone doesn't have their own bottle, they can purchase a bottle that I made along with their water. The bottles will be made out of recycled plastic materials to try and further reuse plastic that is thrown out, which harms the earth. I would like to quickly thank Mr. Randall for helping me tremendously with the coding and figuring out the technicalities of this project. You really helped the project overcome many challenges, and I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank Mr. Urban for really helping me take my sketch of my prototype and turn it into an actual physical piece that I could use to present. It was really amazing. I chose this project because I'm very passionate about helping our planet and trying to make it a better place. We only get one to enjoy, and if we have countless plastic bottles littering our streets, parks, and community, I want to at least try and prevent that. I'm very motivated to continue to keep learning because I've already learned so much about technology, water processing, physical building, and want to learn so much more. That is why I decided to create a sustainable way to quench your thirst. Gulp Hydration. Thank you.